Well, it has been a 4-year wait, a long wait. For near enough a century, we have been treated to endless drama as teams vie to rise above the other 194 nations to be crowned kings of this remarkable game. History will be the ultimate judge as to how well this edition stands up to its many outstanding prequels. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And now we observe the national anthems. So here we are again then, Jim. A tournament so long in the waiting.
Well, right now the players are looking relaxed enough. Inside they might be feeling a little bit different, but they've got to set the right tone for the rest of the competition, and let's hope we get a cracker here.
We're up and running then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Balogun. Balogun! Goal! The United States! And it's the United States who go in front. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Alderete. Oh, good read. Now it's Balogun. Just eases him off the ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Balogun. And the shot! And that is wildly off target.
Balogun probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Alderete. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Weir. Closing it. Oh, shooting chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The United States with the corner. They're first.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's going right the way across. Paraguay are a team known for their direct brand of football, so Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things.
Tries one from range! Off target by a whisker. Almiron. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Weir. Almiron. Balogun. Gomez does really well there, strong defending. Now it's Balogun. Another big chance that gets away.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Opts for safety. No, he refuses to take the bait. Balogun. Oh, that's delightful. Is there any support? He might not need it. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Tries to play it through, and he's picked out the run. He has found the way, and the shot! Oh, it's hit the post!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Adams. Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Balogun. He's beaten the last man. The United States looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Turns back here, probably the best option. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. McKennie. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. That has not gone well.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Ream getting forward. Chosen to go back. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
The United States sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. Away we go again. McKennie. Adams. And Robinson. Richards. And Ream. Ream makes a move down the right. And it's Robinson. Adams. Almiron. Almiron making good progress on the right-hand side. Has a look and plays it forward. Weir. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he is deftly away. Driving on and making good progress. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Ream cuts out the pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And he's got the beating of his man. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 80.607.
He's on it, can he get away?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Almiron. Paraguay couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And that's another good win of the ball. Alderete. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And Almiron. Showing great feet there. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Cambio en Paraguay. Número 11. Lo reemplazará número 19.
Balogun does really well to win the ball there. McKennie. Balogun being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Gomez.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Balogun is onto this. Nice bit of trickery. 75 minutes played. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He'll try from distance. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Cambio en Paraguay. Número 6.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Entran número 26. Número 20.
Adams running with intent. In with the challenge. Gets a good foot in there. Pass somewhat off target. The United States have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Driving forward. Real chance here. Almiron. Tries a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Three 0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Almiron. Almiron receives it in a good position here. And there goes the final whistle. The United States achieve exactly what they wanted on opening day. 3 precious points on a traditionally... So a genuine sense of drama here, a pivotal game, offering the chance to seal progress from the group stage, and an opportunity also to set the tone for the knockout stage to come.
And please welcome our lads.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The strains of the national anthem of Australia. The United States are utterly focused and determined. They know how much this means.
Well, if they can't find the motivation required for this, they might as well pack it in, Peter. This is the type of defining game that can propel the status of the whole club into the kind of territory where it needs to take its game. While individual careers may be helped with good performances, this has to be about the collective. If that remains strong, everything else should fall nicely into place.
We're up and running then. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Played out towards the right wing. Well, that has not gone well. Adams. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
That's a look and place it forward. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And he was quick to react. Victory now would mean so much. Quality ball. Now it's Balogun.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And it's made its way to him. Balogun!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Pressing high and with purpose. Now it's Balogun, spread it left, and he's quick to return it. Out towards the flank. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run, struck first time. Suter. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ware gets across to intercept that. That's been cut out, well played. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Now it's Balogun. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Balogun. He's gone for goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Balogun actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they goes for a shot! Goal! The United States!
The goal scorer for United States after 34 minutes is number 9.
The United States have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
Adams. Oh, this is a very good run. Corner number 2 then. Australia are looking to go forward now. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
The United States really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Takes on his marker.
That's good play from him.
Robinson. And that's really well manoeuvred. And if you have just joined us, still just 1 goal between them. 1-0 the score. The message is clear, none shall pass. There's the shot! Just a tiny bit high.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target. The United States are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
1 minute added time.
Now it's Balogun. Here's a chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, we can't fault.
So, temporary halt to the action. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
The United States, with the game's only breakthrough, it's 1-0. So 45 minutes from now, we will have a much clearer picture of it all. The United States leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Erankunda. Erankunda. That'll be a throw. Looks to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Volpato. Now Erankunda. Where going forward. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Volpato. Robinson did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Balogun looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, some astute defending there. Well, there's the clearance. McKennie. McKennie gets on his bike and on the move. And that has put paid to that. Balogun. Volpato. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Erankunda. This looks promising. And he is deftly away. That's good running with the ball. And he's intervened well there. Where? Oh, that's a key interception. Balogun does have his name on the score sheet, of course. It's a pretty loose pass. Where does well to get it back. Oh, he's having a go!
The United States clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Substitutions taking place.
Always going over the top.
Adams has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Suter. That's destined for the flank. Irankunda. Knocks it into space. Balogun chasing after it. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Balogun. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's in a great position here.
Australia are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
And he shoots! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Very much into the last knockings. Krustic. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That's headed upfield. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Suter.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Threads one in, and he cuts out the supply. And that is that. The United States have laid claim to one of the most exclusive invites in football. They are into the knockout stage. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, it's a group campaign with significantly more ups than downs for me, and a big step achieved to take the pressure off for what remains. They're in a great position now.
So finally it is here, the grandest event in world football. It is time to dream again. A statement win would do very nicely for either side, and perhaps more for the loyal following that are present today, this being undoubtedly for some the journey of a lifetime. Everything perfectly set for what we hope will be a memorable opening day fixture. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So here we are again then, Jim. A tournament so long in the waiting.
Well, right now the players are looking...
Balogun! That's another chance! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Once more, he proves rigid and robust. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Almiron, and he is deftly away. Turns back here, probably the best option. And they can counter here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
He's had a shot! He's scored! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Number 10,
Paraguay breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Chooses to go cross-field.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's running through. Chance, surely! Goal! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Gomez. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Driving forward. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Oh, easy pickings there. Good running, strong and purpose. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
Paraguay really do like to play the long ball.
And how does that work for them?
Well, you don't want the ball just coming back at you, Peter. You need somebody in there who'll make it stick.
Now it's Balogun. He'll try from distance. Gomez. Pass somewhat off target. And he's being shifted off it. Balogun. Decent chance! It's a loose ball.
Balogun clearly held on to it far too.
He's going for goal! Oh, it's come off the upright. Goal! The United States! And the comeback is complete. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
The United States have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Where gets on his bike and on the move. That is good alertness. And he's managed to get free. Balogun. Real chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Balogun certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter.
Alderete. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Gets a good foot in there. Adams.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
We are into overtime. Balogun.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The United States have reclaimed it. And the referee has blown for half-time. The United States have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. The midway point of the game.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
And a chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Balogun. Balogun running with the ball. Shoots! Not the most convincing of passes. Almiron. Alderete. Now it's Balogun. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's a quick one. He was under real pressure there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
The United States clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Balogun being hounded, manhandled. Balogun!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Oh, can he get onto this? Almiron has found the net here, of course. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Weir. That's very neat. And the shot! Off target by a whisker. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Weir. Nice bit of trickery. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitutions taking place.
And we have our very first corner. And he shoots! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's managed to get rid, engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Balogun. It's a really well-measured ball. Where? Gomez. Alderete. Now it's Almiron. The United States have it back and can go again. Dest. And where? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Paraguay can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Substitution.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Great defending, strong and determined. He's had it taken off him. I think we're just about done here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Balogun.
Paraguay really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And we're done. The United States are able to take all 3 points on day one, and they look to business in doing so. What more could one ask for? The United States have a proper sense of purpose here, a motivation to tie things up and look beyond the confines of this group. There is an expectant air, an enthusiasm and excitement. Victory will guarantee progression, and that is what they're seeking. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, time for the anthems. Well, it really is a terrific sight here, and it goes to underline just how far this game could go towards shaping the fortunes of the team.
Well, Peter, there's good pressure and bad, but this leans very much to the former, and a big chance to take everything on a level. These players have to embrace and tackle the task ahead with the courage and confidence they've grown for a time like this. I expect them to swim and not sink, and they won't need a rubber ring here either.
Things already rolling. So a clash. Where? And that is wildly off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Adams. Tries a shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, that's well done, really robust. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Irankunda, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The United States are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Balogun. And it's McKennie. Quarter of an hour played. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Out towards the flank. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. So we're still where we started right now. It shoots! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
A win here so important to their ambitions. And the shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Irankunda turns back here, probably the best option. Suta. Volpato. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Balogun. Robinson. Knocks it into space. He's picked his way through. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
This is the time you need that pace.
Suta. That has found him in acres of space. Dest. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
That's what the wall's there for, Peter. That's good work.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. It's just beyond his reach. And he's in on goal! And he shoots! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Tries to play it through. He's found a way past. A header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Now, he's got space here. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
The United States really seemed to lose their way a bit, it has to be said, Peter, having started the game quite strongly. I think the boss is going to have to find a way to reignite the fire now.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So remember, this could all be decided by the end of the day.
The United States have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, he's having a goal! It's hit the upright. That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, that face says it all. I think I'd feel the same way.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 12.
Oh, good spread. Elects to cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Erankunda. Now it's Balogun. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
McKennie. Balogun! And he's there to get it away. Oh, didn't catch it right.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Pato. Australia have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Weir. Steaming on goalwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pato. Defending was strong and firm. Driving on and making good progress. Erankunda. It's a promising position. Oh, that's well spotted.
Australia really
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Now, this is a potential flashpoint, and the referee has his hands full.
Substitution for Australia. Number 15, number 16, coming on the field, number 22,
Getting up there!
number 10.
He will be livid with himself.
Krustic clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Substitution for Australia, number 20.
So a bit of a revolving door
Coming on the
here.
field
Lots
is
and lots of changes.
number 4.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Out of play for a throw. Aimed beyond the defence. That is good alertness. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Spread it left. Richards wins the duel this time. Here comes the... And a header! In he goes again! No, not quite.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Suter is there and he can pick it up. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's rather hopeful. Oh, a very decent attempt. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
The final seconds now. Krustic played into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's hoisted clear. And that is as far as it goes. So the deed is done. Thrill and excitement all round as players and supporters embrace the knowledge that there are bigger and better things to come. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, it's a group campaign with significantly more ups than downs for me, and a big step achieved to take the pressure off for what remains. They're in a great position now.
So finally it is here, the grandest event in world football. It is time to dream again. A statement win would do very nicely for either side, and perhaps more for the loyal following that are present today, this being undoubtedly for some the journey of a lifetime. Everything perfectly set for what we hope will be Balogun! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Goal! The United States!
Gol de Estados Unidos, convertido en el minuto 4. Número 7.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Adams. Now it's Balogun. And it's Ware. Ware powering forward here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. McKennie running with the ball. He's having a hit! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. And he's managed to get free. Goes for a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Now It's Balogun. He has found the way through. And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Now it's Balogun. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Paraguay are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right personnel, certainly on the delivery front.
He's having a hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
Balogun really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. That's a throw. Balogun! So their fourth corner of the game. No, he's managed to misplace that. Not the most convincing of passes. Almiron. No, that's been intercepted. Big chance! He's got away with one there. Gomez. Almiron. That is good alertness. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Balogun might just make this. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. That is a more than decent save from the goalkeeper. They're up to 5 corners now. He's having a shot! Well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Gol de Estados Unidos, convertido en el minuto 38. Número 13.
The United States are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Robinson. Not the most accurate pass. And he's there to clear it. Good running, strong, and he'll try from distance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. And he's taking no chances there. Takes a shot! No, not quite.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Played back into the centre. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
No way through there. Adams, Gomez, kept his eye on it, and he's there. Strong running down that left flank. Can he finish? And he has kicked it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Skillfully cut out. He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's it, 45 minutes up. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
The United States firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. And so the action is resumed. Balogun is fouled. Almiron. And it's Gomez. Time and again they are repelled. And it's with the keeper. Gomez. Deftly away. Played out towards the right wing. Balogun being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Listen, it's not nice and it's not clever, Peter, but it has to be done when he tries to make one of those telling runs.
He is starved of space and time. Now that looks a decent ball. Look at the space. Real chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, he can be proud of himself, the goalkeeper, for rescuing a perilous situation.
Now he's off and running. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Pretty loose pass. And it's where? Oh, that's well spotted. Gomez. Over to the right flank. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Where carries the ball down the right. Where crosses it in. Gomez can get it clear. Tries one from range. And that is high.
Balogun most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Adams. He is through here. Almiron. In with the challenge. He's picked his way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Takes the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And he's had it nicked away. Spread out to the left. Now this could be a chance.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option
Número
there.
4, número 6. Entran número 20, número 26.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Balogun. Nice bit of trickery, and he's got away from him. That's destined for the flank. And the shot! And they've got rid. Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Five minutes left on the clock. Oh, he's having a go! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Where? It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Shoots!
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. The muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And that is that. The United States are able to take all 3 points on day one, and they look the business in doing so. What more could one ask for? And so the enduringly thrilling ambience of the group game upon which everything hinges. Their existence in this competition is down to this game. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be... Balogun! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And he's gone direct here, and that has left him in a heap. And that's a throw-in. He'll try from distance! And that's off target.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. For Pato. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, strongly challenged there. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. He's having a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Crosses it in. Ream spots it and intercepts. Now it's Balogun. That's tidy. He's having a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Balogun really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Still goalless at the moment. Irankunda. Robinson. The United States have to win if they're to make it. Now it's Balogun.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Richards cuts it out. For Pato. Now he's off and running. Ream gets across to intercept that. And it's where? Balogun. Bout of passing here. Where? Goal! The United States! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
The United States, after 25 minutes, is number 7.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Where? And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Dest driving for shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. It's a sweeping cross. Erankunda. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Weir, and he's had it nicked away. That's good running with the ball. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent.
The United States really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Half-time getting close now. Nice physical challenge. Adams concedes a free kick for that. And that's going to be a booking. Suter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Not the most accurate pass. Volpato. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Volpato. That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Some first half thoughts?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
The United States looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Played into the... Where? No, he couldn't get hold of it.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
It's a searching pass. Erankunda. McKennie. Here's Adams. Played out towards the right wing. That's where it came from. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Adams. Nicely spread. Just eases him off the ball. Team still separated by the game's only goal. And he's taking no chances there. Pass somewhat off target. Suter. almost an hour gone. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Volpato. It's a threatening ball, distributed tidily. It's a promising position. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that.
Australia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Some resolute defending there. That has not gone well. Irankunda. Suter makes the interception. Now Irankunda. He's found a way through. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, can he get onto this? Stood up well to him there. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now this could be a chance. He's well positioned. And the shot!
Substitution in progress.
It's their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. Balogun under intense pressure.
Well, he can...
Oh, he's having a go! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
The United States surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Not the most convincing of passes.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Balogun. Over to the other side. It's a pretty loose pass. The United States still ahead by the game's only goal. Irankunda. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Suter. Irankunda. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
The United States, moments now away from seeing this one out. Oh, that's fabulous.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It's not an especially good pass, that. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
1 minute added time.
Great work on the overlap. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that is that. So the deed is done. Thrill and excitement all round as players and supporters embrace the knowledge that there are bigger and better things to come. The end of the game. Reflections?
Early qualification is always a good bonus. They've shown resilience and strength and have all the essentials to go on a lengthy cup run. It's all looking pretty good for them.
So finally it is here, the grandest event in world football. It is time to dream again. A statement win would do very nicely for either side, and perhaps more for the loyal following that are present today, this being undoubtedly for some the journey of a lifetime. Everything perfectly set for what we hope will be a memorable opening day fixture. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't... Goes for the shot! Played it. Oh, what has happened here? And it's claimed by the keeper. Foot in. Now it's Balogun. Balogun! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
The United States with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Almiron attempts a clearance. Paraguay have the chance to go the other way. No, that's been intercepted. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nicked it back promptly. The United States are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Quality ball. He's on the move, and he's going to have to go it alone. Well, they've got it again. Quarter of an hour played. So we're still where we started right now. Alderete. Paraguay are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right personnel, certainly on the delivery front. I'm sure there's a trigger to this, whether it's someone opening up the passing lanes.
He'll try from distance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Balogun clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. There's the shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
He's had it taken off him. Balogun might just make this. McKennie gets across and deals with it. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Almiron. Now it's Balogun. And he's running, takes a shot! Oh, super goal! A finish of true class! The first significant strike. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Balogun. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Richards. Now it's Balogun. In with the challenge. McKennie stood his ground strongly. Shot, surely! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the story. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That has been knocked clear, taken back almost at once.
The United States really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Well read, nice interception. It's an inviting looking ball, that. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. The United States have a free kick. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
There's the shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
The United States really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Almiron. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Now it's Balogun. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That is lovely. And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. So your views on the first half?
The United States probably looking to come in with a bigger lead, but overall I think there's plenty for them to be happy about. They should look to carry on as they are, although a little more composure in front of goal would be perfect.
The United States just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And so the action is resumed. The United States... He's having a pop! Oh, split-second reaction.
Balogun really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Where? A header! It goes to show he is human after all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Pinches it off him. Now it's Balogun. Alderete. That's good running with the ball. Adams. Now he's off and running. The message is clear, none shall pass. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. It's a good foot in there. Balogun under intense pressure.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
And it's hoisted clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Gomez getting this one clear. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go...
Applies the finish! And that's off target.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Where? Well timed, excellent interception. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Balogun. Can he finish? And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Driving on and making good progress. Close, real chance! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Aimed at the far side. Gomez. Almiron. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Adams. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now that's well seen too. Into the channel.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Entran número 18, número 26.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely feet. Now the delivery. Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off. Almiron.
There they go, hunting again.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the shot! And that could have brought them level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
They've played it short. And it's crossed into the middle. And he's there to clear it. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Some good work on the right flank here. Pass somewhat off target. I think we're just about done here. Almiron. 2 minutes to be added on. Played out towards the right wing. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. They're up to 5 corners now. Point blank header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. The United States are able to take all 3 points on day one, and they look at this. The United States have a proper sense of purpose here, a motivation to tie things up and look beyond the confines of this group. There is an expectant air, an enthusiasm and excitement. Victory will guarantee progression, and that is what they're seeking. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The United States are utterly focused and determined. They know how much this means.
Well, Peter, there's good pressure and bad, but this leans very much to the former, and a big chance to take everything on a level. These players have to embrace and tackle the task ahead with the courage and confidence they've grown for a time like this. I expect them to swim and not sink, and they won't need a rubber ring here either.
So straight into the action. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Now it's Balogun. He's having a hit! Erankunda. That is good strength. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Balogun. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
The United States are applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Not the most accurate pass. Neither side yet able to find the net. Balogun! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Balogun really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Chance, surely! The United States have to win if they're to make it. Now, can they get him away? Can he latch on to this? Lovely bit of skill. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Erankunda goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. That's really well manoeuvred. Spread it left. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Volpato. And he's intervened well there. Where? Now it's Balogun. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. And it's Where? Where? Good, strong midfield running here. Well, the defence proved infallible then. Tries one from range. Hits wide, but not by very much.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Volpato, and he skips past his man. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Where? Good driving run. Great chance! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
There will
Nice
be
control.
1 minute added time.
And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. That's really well cleared. So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
The United States with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. So remember, this could all be decided by the end of the day.
The United States can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Adams. Dest. And it's Ware. Volpato. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Balogun! And that is wildly off target.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Irankunda. Now it's Balogun. He'll try from distance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. The United States are still that goal to the good. Now it's Balogun. Look at the space, there's the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Adams. Now it's Balogun. He's going for goal! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Two up now, and they are cruising.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Irankunda. He's on it, can he get away? Always goal side. Balogun being hunted in packs.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match. And at last, their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Space for him to turn and look. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Balogun.
This is the time you need that pace.
No, again there's no way through. And it's Ware. Pinches it off him. Volpato.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He might be in here! The ball has bounced loose now. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ware has found the net here, of course. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution.
McKennie. Just about up to 75 minutes. Best. Spread to the right. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a good foray he's making. Hrustic. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. This is a promising build-up. Hrustic. Distributed tidily. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's having a pop! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Into the last 5 minutes. Hrustic. Irankunda. Good running, strong and purposeful. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, that's well spotted. Now it's Balogun. Hrustic. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's that, the end. So the deed is done. Thrill and excitement all round as players and supporters embrace the knowledge that there are bigger and better things to come. The end of the game. Reflections?
Early qualification is always a good bonus. They've shown resilience and strength and have all the essentials to go on a lengthy cup run. It's all looking pretty good for them.
There you have it, a fine win.
Well, it has been a 4-year wait, a long, long wait. For near enough a century, we have been treated to endless drama as teams vie to rise above the other 194 nations to be crowned kings of this remarkable game. History will be the ultimate judge as to how well this edition stands up to its many outstanding prequels. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So 4 years in the waiting, and finally it is here.
Well, right now the players are looking relaxed enough. Inside they might be feeling a little bit different, but they've got to set the right tone for the rest of the competition, and let's hope we get a cracker here.
We're up and running then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Driving on and making good progress. And he's lost his man here. And the ball's come loose here. Looking early. Defending of the... Oh, that's ambitious. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Nice physical challenge. That has ended up in no man's land. Nicked it back promptly. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Pinches it off him. Good running, strong and purposeful. He is through here. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Balogun. Balogun! Just too much. Fractions.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Real chance! The United States with the corner. They're first. McKennie! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Almiron. He's had it taken off him. Now he's off and running. Richards cuts it out. Played over towards the opposite flank. Now it's Balogun. Chance! But he's left disappointed.
Balogun could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
It's their second corner of the game. Gomez with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Paraguay are a team known for their direct brand of football, so Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things, Peter. Firstly, you know, whether they have a quality passer who can play those balls from a little deeper. And then secondly, you need...
He's having a pop! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Where? Gomez gets it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Steaming. And a chance! Goal! The United States! And it's the United States who go in front.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
The United States are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And he's gone searching crossfield. And it's Adams. There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Where? Paraguay have the chance to go the other way. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's picked out the run. The United States leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Well, that pass isn't the best. Almiron. No, he's not getting his way this time. Pass somewhat off target. And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
The United States looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Now it's Balogun. He's found the way through, and the finish! It's anyone's ball now.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Played out wide. Dest. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Alderete. The United States are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Now it's Balogun. Oh, he's having a go! They've got to be quick to recover this. Richards goes back to front. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Takes a shot! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Closing in on goal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Paraguay couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Adams running with the ball. Chance for a shot! Adams does have his name on the score sheet, of course. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Great reaction. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So their fourth corner of the game. Paraguay are looking to go forward now.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's the chance to counter. The message is clear. None shall pass. That has not gone well. Engages and forces him off the ball. Shifted it to the flank.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's having a hit! Up towards the front line. Now it's Almiron. He's a sharp little ball here. Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish. There's been no way back, but they are level. That was easy, almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Substitutions taking place.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
This is intriguing. Next goal, tries one from range. And a terrific save from the keeper.
McKennie clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Cleared away. Where? Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Where? Is there any... And the shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
The United States now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Nicely aimed pass. And that will be it. The United States are able to take all 3 points on day one, and they look the business in doing so. The United States have a proper sense of purpose here, a motivation to tie things up and look beyond the confines of this group. There is an expectant air, an enthusiasm and excitement. Victory will guarantee progression, and that is what they're seeking. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So they need a win. They need a win to get them over the line.
Well, if they can't find the motivation...
Oh, he's having a go! A real chance and a real let-off.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Erankunda. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Balogun! Just not quite happening for him just now.
The United States really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Oh, that's fabulous. Irankunda. And that's too far for anyone. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
He's going for goal! It's wide, but only just.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Good ball, good take. Shapes to shoot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely there. Certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now a sudden chance to counter. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. But he's forced to go back.
Australia genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Oh, this looks sharp. Good running, strong and purposeful. Suter defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Suter. A win here so important to their ambitions. And he skips past his man. And there's the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Adams clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
Irankunda. Richards did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Balogun. And it's Adams. Irankunda gets across to intercept that. Now he's off and running. Now Irankunda. Can he latch on to this? Pinches it off him. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Now it's Balogun. Tries one from range! And he's lifted it over.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
And he goes cross-field. And it's Ware purring. There's the header!
And for a moment, time stood still.
Irankunda threads one in. Brilliantly cut out. Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
There will be 1 minute added time.
McKennie wins the duel this time. Now it's Balogun. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He'll try from distance! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
The United States certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. 0-0. And we're at the halfway point. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Adams gets over and intercepts. Now it's Balogun. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he's managed to get free. He's had it taken off him.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Space for him to turn and look. Oh, what sort of goal! It's a goal! It is an explosive start to the second half. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers...
And a chance! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Chance!
The attendance for this
Denied
match was
by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 3 coming up. Australia have the chance to go the other way. Well, what about it? The United States have dragged it back at the last. Volpato, he's picked his way through, engages and forces him off the ball. Robinson. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Irankunda gets a good foot in there. Balogun looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Irankunda. Some front-footed pressing going on here. McKennie. This is promising. McKennie. And the shot! "75 minutes played." Where going after that? That's good play. Can he finish?
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Adams makes a dash. Great chance! Could be danger here. Big chance! Goal! The United States! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So here comes a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
He is through here. He's being urged to shoot. The United States close now to seeing this one through to the end. Header! And needless to say, that deserved better.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Robinson gets on his bike and on the move. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled.
The United States can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Balogun. Irankunda is onto this. He has found a way through. Chance to shoot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this is the sight of a dream fulfilled. They have made it through the group stage successfully, with the glamour and the glory of the knockout phase to come. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, it's a group campaign with significantly more ups than downs for me, and a big step achieved to take the pressure off for what remains. They're in a great position now.
This is a hard one to take, but we'll be back stronger, won't we?